So, my level of intensity has to be, um, unfortunately for me, because I don't like to do it at such an early time. I'm a little bit different, um, but it's been activated. So, look forward to seeing what we can do.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Man, right now I want to talk about LeBron James, man. I want to discuss something about LeBron that's really been kind of. I'm telling you, this thing is serious, man. Right now, the Lakers are seventh in the Western Conference. Like I said, the West is so crazy. They're in a pivotal matchup tomorrow against the Celtics. You know, the the Los Angeles Lakers are in danger of missing the playoffs. Now, do I believe that they are? Absolutely not. But I'm telling you, it's a question right now, and it shouldn't be. And by the looks of the Western Conference, it could be a question all season long. Because you got teams just everybody's feeling like they got a shot. I'm telling you, from the 12th from the 12th seed to from 1 to 12, all of those teams got a shot at making the playoffs, and the Lakers are smacked in the middle of it with 12. With their 12-12 record right now, which is the seventh, and they're only in the seventh because Denver lost tonight to Chicago. If Denver wins tonight, LA is sitting right there in that goddamn eighth seed, praying that Portland don't get it together. No, this is a dangerous situation for Mr. LeBron James because, like I said, this is a guy who's compared to some of the greats. He even called himself the greatest of all time. You know, if you're the greatest of all time, you can't miss the playoffs. You can't. You shouldn't look this bad. You understand? The team, at least, it seems like they're not getting it all together. Give them credit. This is a new team, so it is going to take time, but this is a veteran team as well. How much time do you guys need? All the people that's just checking in with us, that's new to the channel, coming here, hit that like button if you're new and you're a LeBron fan. If you're a fan of basketball, if you're a fan of LeBron James, just accountability. This is not a LeBron James hate page. This is a LeBron James accountability. LeBron James one of the most talented players in the history of the game of basketball. You understand? But oftentimes he falls short of what he's supposed to do. You understand? Because he's just that great. And you understand he's so dominant. You understand he could be so dominant. I wonder why he spent so much time at the perimeter his whole career. I would have loved to see LeBron James just go post mode on him for once. Just attack, attack, attack. You understand? I would love for LeBron to transition to that. I think he could have been one of the most dominant players in the history of the game. But that's neither here nor there. But let me look at this roster here. I want to tell you, because this team is sitting here struggling, hovering around. Are they going to make the playoffs or not? You got LeBron James. You know who that is. King James. You got Mr. Russell Westbrook, ladies and gentlemen. Max contract with Russ. You got Anthony Davis. You understand? This guy, Anthony Davis, begged his ass to get here. You understand? I don't know what's the future of Anthony Davis in Los Angeles, too. I just want to point that out. You got the great legend, Carmelo Anthony, on this roster. You got DeAndre Ayton, you understand? Malik Monk, Dwight Howard, Talon Horton Tucker, Kendrick Nunn, Rondo, Bradley, Kent Bazemore, Trevor Ariza. I'm not sure who's healthy or not, but they got also Wayne Ellington. You have a great starting cast here, and you got a great complementary pieces. You understand? And mind you, the star power alone should elevate all of these guys right here, but it seems to not be taking shape. Hopefully that the Lakers turn it on in the middle of the season or that, because it seems like it didn't happen right away. But they have to get on the ball right now, because the thing is, last season they was in a crazy situation. I believe they was the seventh seed, and they got matched up with the Phoenix Suns. You understand? And that's not a position you want to be in. You understand? Matching up with the Phoenix Suns. And if things continue, they could be in another situation being matched up with the Phoenix Suns once again. You understand? Right now, they're the seventh seed facing the Golden State Warriors. What the hell could happen? I don't know. I guess I would say the Lakers. I think the Lakers got a better shot against the Golden State Warriors than the Phoenix Suns. You understand? As crazy as that sounds, I think LeBron James understands what Golden State brings to the table because he's had a rivalry with that team for years, on year in and year out. So I'm definitely expecting a solid play from LeBron James if he was to face the Golden State Warriors. But nonetheless, LeBron James has to activate this playoff mode. You understand? You all, like I said, LeBron. I think he's so great. He cheats the game because if he just went, if he had the mentality of Russell Westbrook, he would be the clearly the best player in the history of the game of basketball, and there would be no debating, no questioning, no nothing. You understand? LeBron's got to go all out, especially to get this team to the playoffs. It is requiring that. Sometimes LeBron James wants to be passive, you understand, to move the basketball around and play facilitator. But it's going to take for him to put his head down and really go hard and pause in terms of like getting his team together because they're off track right now. You got the Celtics. That's not going to be no walk in the park. You got Memphis. That's not going to be no walk in the park. You understand? Memphis is solid. Let's look what Memphis has got right now. Memphis is in the fourth seed. You understand? So it's definitely not a joke. You understand? Facing the Memphis Grizzlies, they got a tough schedule here, and then Oklahoma City Thunder. You understand? So Oklahoma City, what's their standings? I think no, Oklahoma City's pretty much out of it. Yeah, they up there with the Pelicans. They're about ready to give up. Down the Pelicans suck right now. Jeez. I'm up there looking at what the Pelicans record is. Do they have the worst record in the league? No, well, no, it's the Pistons. The Pistons, the Magic, and then them. So they're not quite yet. But yeah, it's ugly, man. That Lonzo Ball leave the Pelicans. They got the worst record in the league. One of the worst records. Good lord. Whew. But LeBron James got to cultivate this talent. We can't blame it on Westbrook. You can't really blame it on Durant. You damn sure can't. I mean, not Durant. You can't blame it on AD. I mean, hell, what you gonna do? Blame Carmelo Anthony? You got all of this talent. How much help does one man need? This would be one of the most embarrassing efforts if they don't make the playoffs. LeBron James has to get this team to the playoffs at all costs. His legacy is on the line here. You understand? You cannot miss the playoffs with this roster. And you cannot flame out in the first round. I think that's just as bad. You lose in the first round is just as bad as getting not even making the goddamn playoffs. This team is too great. This talent. You can't cheat the game, ladies and gentlemen. It's Flight Sports TV. We getting up out of here. Shout out to all my LeBron James fans that want to hold LeBron accountable. You came to the right place. It's Flight Sports TV. Hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. It's Flight Sports.
And Steele defending on James. LeBron with the step back stuffs. 89-88 Cleveland.
This is Holly Heat of the Hot Seat with Holly Heat, and this is Flight Sports TV.